Aston Villa,
So
I pity them. I did pity them. I don't know now if this is a case of one manager just outclassing another manager, or the difference
I think so.
in the quality of the players actually came to the fore.
That part as well.
Because what Kabasha did to Matikash, Matikash is going to have nightmares tonight.
Absolute night. That kind of Shevela guy
It's all.
is the sweetest player to watch in
But the funny thing is this.
football right now. Right now, he's the
One of.
sweetest,
Yeah, we just leave
most
it as one of.
interesting. Who else?
I don't know what. Just leave it one of. We just leave it as one of.
Rafael can be a good player to watch, but it's not. Sorry.
Who?
Rafael can be a good player.
Oh yeah, Rafael can be very
Rafael
nice.
on and off. Yeah.
Rafael is just the average Portuguese player that just behaves as if he has mental illness and just has misbehaving every day and night. Very unserious player. I've not seen.
All right, let's not call AC Milan players so I won't get PTSD as well. But Kvaratskhelia, beautiful player. Goodness me, his touch, his runs, his control, his assessment of space, his positioning, absolute baller. Now to answer your question,
when I saw the lineup, I from the beginning, when I saw the lineup, I was just pitying Cash. That was the only thing I said. I said there's no way. Sincerely, I was just telling myself, Cash didn't come in for the second half. Hope you know.
Yes, that's what happened.
Oh yeah.
The moment second half started, when I saw Disasi, and I looked, who did they take off for this? As I saw it was Cash.
They kept doubling up. They kept doubling up.
I knew that something would happen.
He kept doubling them.
That guy.
He thought
he was going to get
that guy.
There's no way.
Oh God,
that guy he's too pure, man. He's too pure. Beauty of the footballer, man. Absolute baller.
He doesn't. I don't think he has a weak foot.
Yeah.
That shoot with his right and his left.
Quick one, can I? So we're going to assess that PSG Aston Villa game.
His strong foot is right, anyways. But if he shoots with his left,
but he scored with now with his left. Look at the stupid angle he scored from.
Left, yeah. The goal
stupid Martinez again.
So assessing that PSG Aston Villa game, like you asked, first off, I think you're right. The coach, well, while I respect and I like Unai Emery, he's done things for. I respect him, but there's just that difference, I think that part we can argue. Now, as a team, the quality individually was absolutely immense. The gap, I think, was very noticeable. And then PSG, there's something very amazing about PSG this year. Whilst I've just credited their individual brilliance, they actually play as a team more than
that's the function of the coach.
7, 8 years. Yeah. So seeing the team, just like Tunde said, well, I don't know why Tunde is smiling like one dad that's been saying it, like he's just smiling.
Now I'm smiling because this brings me to the memory of when you PSG team to Newcastle. But let's move on.
No, that's not what he said. Two of you. Do you know the problem? I think I know what the problem is.
He wants to light up another argument. He wants to light up another argument.
Listen. I think the problem here is that two of you have already proposed in your heart that whatever the other person says is going to deliberately misunderstand it. That is what is happening with two of you. Because I remember me being the neutral person, I try to bring calm, but even when I do that, because you have proposed in your heart.
Yeah, you're a Man U fan. Yeah.
Because people have proposed in your heart that you're going to disagree, you disregard what I'm saying. But just to clarify, what Henry said on the day was that if this Newcastle team with the players and the way they play, we are inserted like this into League One, they will be in and around the same position PSG was. In and around. He never said Newcastle is better than PSG. He never said that.
I never said that.
And you, Henry.
Someone wanted to kill me.
You, Henry. Tunde spent time telling you that Arsenal players bore their hearts out. You totally ignored it and decided that he said Madrid just did not come to play. What is wrong with you?
Because there's something called flour. You understand? You see, the thing with flour is when you are giving me my flour, there's no need to still say take the ashes or the charcoal. Like, give me my flour.
They give you the flour, but when you give the flour, they'll give you the soil to plant the flour.
Yeah. The approach you brought though was not giving me the soil or the shovel to plant the flour.
That being said, Tunde, you cast your mind back. Whatever it is you do, he did not say Newcastle is better than PSG.
No, I didn't say that. But just to wrap up on that PSG analysis,
Aston Villa.
I think, like I said, they've played. I watched that game on replay after I got done with Arsenal, so it was very, very knowing the scores, it was good to just see what was happening. They play very good football as a team now. Certainly not as that like Arsenal or Inter that plays very compact. PSG is quite open, but in as much as they've got the names, they actually play very,
I think they don't actually have those names that they used to have that made people just put them up. Back in the day, as you said, back in the day, the names they had, people just expected similar to this Madrid. This Madrid, apparently, they have been on a bad run of form. They've not been playing well, but then the names that they have been bailing them out, scoring one goal, and the other teams don't attack them as well, don't attack them well enough to score. So when they attack them, they end up drawing 1-1 or 2-1, or they end up winning 2-1. But then they came to an Arsenal team now that was more organized and shut out whatever they needed to do. And as Tunde rightly mentioned before, you're here giving us now the credit. Honestly, I seriously believe that if Valverde was in that midfield for 90 minutes, that means that game wouldn't have been like that. Party wouldn't have been.
Look, when I'm talking of Arsenal Madrid again, I don't want to, I love Tunde. Tunde is my guy. I don't.
This your cockiness you're feeling is hurting me. I'm going to tell you straight up.
Tunde is already looking tired and sick. I don't want to finish him, so let me just leave that remaining blood in his body, because right now, I've enjoyed it so much. But yeah, back to PSG and Aston Villa. Another thing I was gonna say, Tunde pointed out the fact many of their players are very dynamic. I think they have the most dynamic individual players in Europe in all positions. Maybe about goalkeeping. Nuno Mendes, I realize he can use left and right, ambidextrous.
I never knew he could use his right. So.
Ambidextrous. I didn't know. So I was just reading. I was watching something about him. One of the analysis from other channels. They were giving him compliments in that. Vitinha, ambidextrous. What's the name of the Moroccan? Very good player too, left and right. Hakimi. You go to the forward, Kvaratskhelia, Dembele. That one we know. That one he doesn't even know his strong foot. So how they play, it'll take extra for you to set yourself up to either defend them on one side or the other side. They are very, very good players. I think those three things coupled together gave them the edge, and they didn't come in disrespecting Aston Villa. They came in to play 11v11 and they won that game. Yeah, they didn't disrespect Aston Villa at all.
I have a question for you. So, if this game, I think Aston Villa wanted to see this game out 2-1. That's what I think they wanted to do. But then Nuno Mendes actually had to go and spoil that plan. So, do you think 3-1 is just too far for Aston Villa to come back from? Because looking at the game that Aston Villa has this weekend, they're actually going to play Southampton, so they can afford to actually rest everybody they want to rest if they choose to. Playing Southampton before the return leg. So do you think 3-1 is just too far a task for them to overcome? I think it is.
I think more of the task lies in the fact that will they be able to prevent PSG from scoring any goal? That is the main concern. It's not a function of whether even if it's 2-1 or it's 1-1. The thing
even
is,
if PSG
will you
lost,
be able to prevent PSG from scoring at your home. Considering what PSG did to Liverpool, you'll be surprised. I won't be
True.
surprised if PSG still goes ahead to
That's it.
win them
and beat them
That's the
again.
absolute point.
at the Villa.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let us let's say about 4 or 5 days away. So we will see. But then I just don't see. I don't see. I'm not like I said. It's football.
Yeah.
Impossibility is nothing. I've seen things happen in the few years that I've been watching football. I've seen 4-0 being overturned. I've seen 5-0 being. I've seen 3-3 in the first half turn. I've seen a lot of things happen. So I'm not going to sit down here and talk but from what I can see right in front of me, from the statistics we have before us and the qualities they have in both teams, it will take a lot of character, it will take a lot of resilience, it will take a lot of coordination to be able to
Stop PSG from even scoring.
not let PSG score and then to put 2 goals past PSG. I've always told everybody that I know that the weakest link in PSG is their goalkeeper.
Donnarumma. Okay.
Donnarumma is the weakest link.
True.
So
True.
in that, from what you're saying, looking at what is in front of us, I think because had it been the reverse was the case in terms of Madrid's form, what Arsenal has to do this weekend, Brentford, Brentford will going to drain energy when they're playing them. Brentford is not an easy opponent. It doesn't matter home or away. But 3-0 Madrid messing up. I don't know. I think if Madrid comes in the return leg and plays Valverde in the midfield, I think Vasquez is back. I think he came on as a sub and play somebody in Vasquez in that right back position and let Valverde enter that midfield. I actually think PSG could actually. I say PSG. I think Madrid could actually do something that could hurt Arsenal, except everybody that keeps shouting, say Arsenal should go and play anti-football, play haram football. I don't think they actually have the facilities for that, especially with Gabriel not being available. Actually, I don't think they have the facilities for haram football, except they're going
So
to.
I think what Arsenal needs to do is to avoid conceding within the first 20 minutes. If they can do that, I think
True.
Arsenal they are through. Because just one goal within the first 5 minutes, the conversation will be totally different. Trust me. Madrid will find a way to make sure they get the second goal in the 45th minute and then take you to the last minute. The referee will give them 2 penalties and then that's the end.
Penalty to
No.
Real
We've seen
Madrid. Penalty
it.
to the Madrid.
But we've seen it. But we've seen it happen. We've seen it happen. So
Yeah. That's the way they win.
at every time, go and look at the history of comebacks. What happens is you consider an early goal.
And then the penalty somewhere.
Once there's an early goal, the whole team, because if you look at the game, the first 5, 10, 15 minutes, Madrid could have scored 2 goals.
Yeah, that's in Mbappe.
Because there were a lot of errors, defensive errors, collision here and there. And then the moment Arsenal balanced back into the game, it became a problem. You understand? So this game of football is not mostly 1 plus 2 plus 3.
It's
I don't know. It is.
predictably unpredictable.
Abi? Okay. So in this case, right now, it's looking like everybody that won, the only people that actually have a chance of actually overturning their results is Bayern Munich, because you think about it being just 1 goal and the quality that Bayern actually has, like they stand a chance. So as much as it's a very slim chance considering how resolute Inter Milan's defense is.
It's in San Siro, exactly. I think Madrid even stands a better chance coming back than Bayern, if you ask me.
Madrid stands a chance. Madrid stands a chance based off the fact that it's Arsenal. But when you look at the other part now, the Madrid part, as I said before, you have to look at this thing. There are 2 things. Madrid is
Really,
there.
you have to say
Arsenal is
that
there.
based on the fact
Madrid,
it's Arsenal.
yes, they stand a
Really,
chance. They stand a chance because it's Arsenal. But, and the big but, Madrid's form in recent time has been shaky at best. I'm being very kind because it's Madrid. they've just been downright horrible. Even in the league,
All right, we
that's
move.
how
We
they've lost
move.
their
We'll
lead in the
see.
league.
We'll see next
So
week.
yeah, so no, listen. So like, if you're going to give it percentage chances, Arsenal to go try this point is 75%, which is an A. So let's not. This is not. This is not like before a ball was kicked. Everybody was thinking based off the quality of Madrid. That's the thing that you need to understand. Based on the quality of Madrid, Mbappe can just run something out of which before, as you said, Tunde said, first how many minutes he got a chance, he put it mid rift. As in, if he just put plank there, he wouldn't have scored. Keeper didn't need to open his hand left or right or open his leg left or right. He just put mid drift, right to the stomach, not even on the floor. He could go between the legs, nothing. He put it there mid drift. Like they are wasteful. They are wasteful themselves.
I've explained the
I don't need to
context of
explain
that.
that. If you explain it to me, but he didn't put it left or right. End of story. What is the explanation you're giving now? He
When
didn't put it
in
left.
real time, yeah, we'll move.
Yeah, that's anyways. So we have that. Yeah, that's it. To look forward. Manchester United playing this morning. I don't know what to expect.
You shouldn't expect anything. You have your goalkeeper saying nonsense. That's why people like Matic, confident men and players, are putting you people in your place. If you can't listen to me, you can listen to Matic. I was waiting for you to call Manu because I don't want to have PTSD. I've told you, don't be calling Manu when we're
I
talking.
think Man U might lose, in my opinion.
It's an opinion.
It's not an opinion.
The boys don't understand. As we rightly mentioned in the last time, most of these players, they don't actually have that sense of responsibility of what it is to wear certain jerseys. And these players, they keep showing it week in, week out, that to them it's just a t-shirt they're putting on.
Is it like the way I'm wearing this one? They don't know what it means. They don't know what it means. You understand?
This is why we don't want Arsenal to win anything. This is why we don't want people to win anything. Because the funny thing is, the last league that you won over 20 years ago, you people still use it to make noise. We don't want people to win anything because people will be insufferable, obnoxious winners. When you lose, you're insufferable losers. If you lose now,
Hey,
like,
hey, hey.
the
Hold
referee
on,
did
hold on, hold
this.
on. You
The
don't need to
referee
go
did
at
that.
me. You don't need to go at me. We're talking about they not knowing the weight of wearing a
Uncle,
badge on their
remove
shirt.
your hand from that Oka made gun that you're putting on your shirt. Okay. So then today I came across the news that Mo Salah and Virgil are very, very close. They've made real progress towards signing a new deal. Tunde, you mentioned that these people need to move away from Mo Salah and Van Dijk.
No, I didn't say Mo Salah and Van Dijk. I said they need to move on from Mo Salah. He's gone past his prime. Whatever it is that he's doing this season, you cannot guarantee he's going to do exactly the same next season. We can already see towards the tail end of the season, Mo Salah hasn't been turning up for them in the last about 2, 3, 4 games now. So you can see age is catching up on him. Let the poor man rest. Let him just go to Saudi, make his
Let the
living,
man
and
breathe.
go on. Yeah, let him go.
Okay.
So Van Dijk is still good. So he should still play. He's got some age on his side. He can still do maybe one
Okay.
or two more
Henry, do you
seasons.
agree with what he has said?
Well,
Because I have a
if
little different take. I have a
it
different
to
take
be
on that.
to be frank, it might suit them to keep him. He's their best player. We know what he has done for the team and how he can impact, give them results, give them wins. But again, what he's saying is very, very true. They probably need to start envisioning and thinking of life after him. I
Without
think that's
Musala.
when would really test Slot because obviously together with some of the games we think they didn't deserve to win, but they won, which they played very well. Fine. But yeah, he might. You're not sure that would happen next year. I think he's at that right age, just like De Bruyne, that's
It's time
perfectly
to go to
found the right
Saudi.
time to just yeah, Saudi or MLS, go make your bag, and chill. But if Liverpool want to still roll him because they are hoping what has happened this season will happen next year, I don't think it will. But what are we to say? So
Okay.
yeah,
So my thing on that is that it's a timing issue in the sense that of their three of them, Trent, Salah, and Van Dijk, that had the contract situation. These three people have been very instrumental. In addition with Allison, have been instrumental in their success in recent times. They've been extremely instrumental in it. So losing two of them together, I think that would have really put a big hole in their team, especially with PSR things. Although when you think about PSR, some people think, of which they make some sense, that Liverpool didn't spend any money this season, so they should actually have enough money to actually go out and get somebody. But if you lose someone of Salah's quality, who are you going to get that's going to replace Salah in this market?
there's
The
people.
last time they took a
There's
gamble on
people.
buying a striker for big money, we are here. People are making memes of him missing everything and missing his mouth. Talking about
There's
Darwin
people.
Nunes. So like there's
There's
nobody you can
people.
guarantee. There's nobody you can go out now
When they
and get.
bought Salah, he was not guaranteed to. So
No,
you
actually,
can't see
that's
people
the
like that
thing.
way.
The time, it was the timing. Salah did not replace anybody. There was nobody Salah came in to replace. They were Klopp was building his team, and Salah was one that we knew had quality. Because like money, you see the potential. He has the
Fair
pace.
enough.
He has the
Yeah.
control. He can shoot. So it's just about refinement. Of which, as at that time, Salah had started scoring goals. He had refined his goal scoring in Roma and Fiorentina from different from when
True.
he was in Barcelona
True.
and
True.
Chelsea.
True.
So bringing him was like it was like a systematic signing the way Newcastle have been signing and the way Aston Villa have been signing. It was not bringing to replace someone. It's like, of course, like Aguero goes. You're going to replace Aguero. You're basically looking for someone that's going to give you close to 20 league goals every season, at least 16 league goals, 17 league goals, in addition to other things. That's what you're doing. So replacing Salah, you're talking about someone that's going to give you 20 league goals every season. That guy has been scoring close to 20 league goals every season. On his bad season, he scored 18 or something.
I think
Close to
they'll
10 years, that
they'll
guy has been giving.
find
So replacing
they'll
Salah is
find
a
someone,
different
but
thing.
yeah,
So it's going to be tricky to find someone like that. So just letting him go like that, of which, and then talking about Van Dijk, yeah, Van Dijk is, because of his position he's playing, it's more about the experience and what he does with the other people in defense line coordination. So I think that one is a good one, and all of you agree on that. But the Salah's own, I actually think keeping, especially since Trent is going. Since Trent is going, so now they have to think about getting a good right back now. Now they can do what Tunde was saying, and actually go and get a right back that can defend. That's what they will need to actually go and do now, which they can. It's going to be easier for them to do that than finding someone who is going to actually score them 20 league goals. Had it been Nunez was putting up uh, 19 league goals, 18 league goals, 17 league goals. Luis Diaz contributes his own goal. Jota contributes his own goal when he's fit. Gakpo contributes his own goal. They could have, I think, then they could have possibly. I'm assuming they could have possibly just gone that direction of, okay, let us keep this thing. Let's sell this guy. But yeah, that's what that is. Well, Henry, congratulations to you. We look forward to next season, next week, the return leg. You better start praying that these boys don't get their act together, because if they do, Tunde is quiet today, but I can guarantee he will not be quiet next week.
he knew he was coming into this place, so he had to be quiet, and that's the reason why he's still going to be alive and sweet and happy in his house. He knew, and that's why I said, look, I prepared for him, but he's my guy, looking humble, smiling sheepishly, and calm. So I'll let him be. On the pitch, we are warriors, but in the podcast, I think I like this guy, so I'll give it to him. But he should know when to give us flowers, and that's my only fault. But yeah.
All right, thank you very much. All right, That's it. That's our time for this episode. We're going to let Henry continue gloating outside, but I think we've had more than enough of his gloating here. So we'll look forward to next week, and hopefully, unfortunately, I have to actually pray and wish bad on Arsenal just because of Henry.
No, you guys have started wishing. You guys started wishing bad
It's not
things.
me. No,
Yes.
no, it's me. No, now I'm wishing because I know people can do it, but I'm wishing people don't do it. All right, that's it from us. Until next time.